Welcome to Coffee and Conversions, your casual segment on the top B2B marketing tactics from experiences, not textbooks. Here are your hosts, Dan and Myles.
Hey guys, welcome to Coffee and Conversions. You got Daniel, you got Myles. We got a great one today, possibly the greatest one yet.
Yeah, this is actually my favorite episode we've done.
Ooh. We spent the last couple months, obviously, as an agency, deep in planning and strategizing with our clients, so you probably saw that in the past few weeks. Today's exciting because it really goes back to the core of what we love to do and what we think makes it special, which is execution. With that, what do we want to talk about today, Myles?
Today, we're going from zero to advanced, building a content strategy. So no matter where you're at in your digital marketing journey, today's episode, you're going to be able to build a pretty killer content strategy.
Awesome. I think we all understand the value of content, of market education, of creating thought leadership. If you're in the B2B demand generation space, you're probably already doing some of this, but where we see a big gap is really having a reason or a purpose to your content strategy. And what we've developed with what we call the pillar strategy is a really straightforward way to creating a advanced content strategy.
So Dan, you mind giving us an example of a real life content strategy that we created?
Yeah, of course. I mean, at OM, we want to practice what we preach, so we have a content strategy and we use this pillar approach. For Q4, we really wanted to focus on healthcare's digital transformation. Healthcare is no longer immune to digital marketing, and we see that as a big opportunity for growth. So what we did, we selected a pillar. The pillar being an ebook. Keep in mind, it doesn't always have to be an ebook. It can be a guide, an infographic, or even a webinar. But the ebook became our pillar on healthcare's digital transformation. As a team, we separated 8 blog posts that are related to that same topic, and we roll those out on a weekly basis. The great thing about it is those blog posts are all in one way or another tied to that pillar, whether it's how you use social media, how PPC, how a website matters when it comes to digital acquisition, and link those back to the core pillar. So essentially what we're doing is, one, we're selecting a pillar, which makes creating our content, our blog posts a lot easier, the topics that they should be about. But at the technical SEO level, we are saying to Google and the search engines, hey, this is an authoritative piece on healthcare's digital transformation, and all of these really great, valuable blog posts are linking back to that authoritative piece, and we're saying, Google, this is a core piece on that topic. The result is we get really good organic rankings since we're propping up that piece of pillar content, and we're supporting our core message with all our content, and it really makes that strategy very simple.
Yeah, and the reason that we like to use this example is that it's not just theory. I mean, we saw ourselves rank higher for healthcare marketing and related terms, so it works.
Yeah, too many people are often creating deciding blog posts, for example, on a weekly basis. And like everything we've spoken about in the past few weeks, this allows us to be really purposeful around whatever the key business initiative is. And our key business initiative was to acquire more healthcare clients, and we've had a lot of success doing that.
Yeah, and on top of that, it improves the quality of the blog. If I know there's a certain healthcare blog that I have to write in 30 weeks, and I can prepare for that over the course of 3 weeks rather than rushing 3 days before trying to create a thought. I got one last question for you, Dan. So you keep mentioning a content strategy on a quarterly basis. Do we define our strategies by a time, or do we define it by resources? How do we know how often we should be creating a content strategy?
I think that's a great question. I think it's both focus and bandwidth. You don't want to do too much because then you're just blasting out too many messages. But it also doesn't have to be quarterly. I said quarterly because we're saying, how do we go from zero to advanced? To instantly in a month hammer out a content strategy that could be challenging. A quarter really allows you to slow down and do it properly. As you mature and you have some more resources and really understand this process, you could definitely shift to a monthly structure. There's definitely no limit to the amount of content that you can create. We know the power of creating a lot of content, and then really it's whatever your team can handle as long as you're focused and purposeful around it.
Perfect. That answers my question perfectly. So if you guys do have any questions around creating a content strategy, we know this is, number one, very difficult, So reach out to us. We're always happy to help. And you got anything else for us, Dan?
No, I think this is an exciting topic. It's difficult to explain over this medium, but I will absolutely roll out a screen share kind of walking over how our own content strategy, and I think people would appreciate seeing that, and we'll absolutely link it to this video.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.